This is Frank Reacher. Thanks for being here on my channel. Today is iron sharpens iron. Today's verse is 1 Corinthians 16, 3 and 14. It's 1 Corinthians chapter 16, verses 13 and 14. Be on the alert, stand firm in the faith, act like men, be strong. All that you do must be done in love. Okay, the key words here are be on alert, stand firm in the faith, act like men, be strong, and done in love. Okay, these are the key words of the verse. Cross-reference 2 Timothy 2:1. You, therefore, my son, be strong in the grace that is in Christ Jesus. Okay, what is the meaning of the verse? The meaning of the verse is it says a call to spiritual vigilance. Vigilance means, like being on your feet, like paying attention. It's a call to spiritual vigilance, maturity, and strength to be done in love. Okay? Now you got to keep in mind that this verse describes Jesus Christ. Okay? When Jesus was on earth, he was always vigilant. He was mature. He always showed strength. And everything that Jesus did, he did in love. Okay? This verse speaks of God in the fact that God is the source of our strength. We can't depend on our own strength. We can't depend on our own pride. Okay, and it speaks about humanity. God calls us believers, calls us to be mature, calls us to be mature, called to maturity and responsibility, and to depend on God. Okay. What is the command and the promise? The command is to be strong. Obviously, there's other commandments. To be strong, to be on alert, to act like men. Okay. The promise is that God will empower us. His love is the driving force. Okay. This is Christ-centered. This verse centers on Christ. Why? Because, like I said, Christ, it says, standing in the truth of Christ's work, his life, his death, and resurrection. Okay. Again, Jesus Christ, when he was on earth, he was vigilant, he was strong, and he did everything out of love. So that this verse is centered in Christ. Okay. Life application. The life application is to live with intentionality, strength, maturity, and love, all while depending on Christ to empower us for God's glory. Glorify God. We can glorify God through steadfastness, maturity, strength,